Hi people, welcome to Bouquet Jazz Dance. I want to talk about my time in higher education. What happened was, as an individual, because of special education needs, because I look street smart, because I look Jamaican, working class, I went to a middle class dance college, dance and sports college in Bedford 89 to 91, and an engineering college, YTS engineer for 81-86. I was written off because I had special education needs. What changed it was that I had a portfolio. I'd been treated badly in my secondary school and primary school as a person with special education needs. I got a private coach, and that private coach helped me as an individual. And what we did, we prepared our own portfolio showing me leading, and this is what changed people's perceptions when I went into higher education, because I was written off because I had higher education needs and because of cultural needs, because I looked street smart as well. Anyway, cut long story short, as an individual, I've continued always to collect, to create a portfolio. Quite ironically, before leadership was the key thing in the society at large, I was developing already my legacy of leadership because I was getting blocked 24/7. Because if you want jobs and people perceive you, I went to interviews, I used to take my portfolio, my performing arts portfolio from a long time ago. Nobody did this, I knew. So I worked in retail. It just happened because the nature of me being into vintage clothes really worked for me as a person, because people saw it as independent thinking. At the time in Manchester, the 80s, people saw that as very important, how people viewed you. And what happened was I reinforced it by images of me teaching within my community. So people saw me in leadership roles as a sports person, as a teacher, doing drumming, doing drama. And I said to individuals, the performing arts has given me the most leadership skills, even more than sports, because sports I've coached, but not as much in dance. Sports, I've been a representative as of organisations, Sale Harriers, Lancashire Cricket Ground, but not in the same way as dance. In dance, I've been a British representative of dance initiatives in Europe. I've been part of youth arts cultural exchanges. I've been part of youth arts international development. I was seen as one of the most promising young people coming up or emerging leaders in my community, and I was asked to represent young people from my area in dance as a leader. So it's amazing, and it's quite ironic because when I've gone to places, this has always tipped the balance in me getting jobs. Because I worked 81, 86, I worked in Debenhams, Lewis's, the biggest department stores, Kendall's. I worked at them when I had jobs, in Christmas, Easter. I got these jobs, and I got management jobs. And the reason was because my portfolio showed me in leadership roles. You know what I'm saying? So I kept that up, and when I went to Bedford, I faced discrimination. It was my portfolio that got me jobs in the university and outside. I was very, very successful in getting jobs in Bedford when I went there. Remember, I went there as a student. You're competing against other students. What the students didn't have, they didn't have my portfolio and an ability to market themselves in the way that I did. I kept my portfolio up to date and understood the significance of using it, which I had done previously before. I went to Bedford and I successfully got loads of jobs there, and then I had to survive. And as an individual, went out to Oxford Brookes University 05 to 09. Immediately, I put a really, really powerful portfolio together. And I was looking to actually work in university, which I did, and tried to win some awards, which I got. But I kept a portfolio not only for employment, but for students, because the nature of youth understand what I knew from Bedford. Bedford, I went to set up a school of dance. You need to network with individuals. You need networked opportunities. So you have a portfolio. It helps to break down stereotypes straight away. So what happened to me in Bedford and Oxford Brookes was very unique. I went to work with artists in Oxford Brookes. The artists in the visual department, they never let me even open my portfolio before they wrote me off. So I thought, wow, that's amazing. It was amazing. First time that's really happened to me. So it was the first thing. I didn't get to open, people laughing with me. Why? Because many of the, people that were there never had worked with an African diaspora person before. That was amazing to me, as it but understandable. And they viewed me as someone inferior to themselves in the arts. I was only African diaspora person on the course, doing arts management and administration as an individual, plus doing business management. And there was a bit of prejudices because I was doing business management and arts management, because I was involved in regeneration as an individual. I had stereotypes because I was working class. I had stereotypes because I'm Mancunian. That was a big thing. Being a Mancunian, people viewed me as dumb. Being a freestyle dancer, they viewed me as dumb. They ain't seen the dance as an individual. So basically, it led me back to doing something I always did anyway. I went to Oxford Brookes, flying solo with a new jazzitude. My new jazzitude, I had networks to opportunities already, and it was them networks to opportunities I turned back to. I was trying to create new networks because I wanted to work with people in university, which I then ended up doing. But it was my own networks that got me jobs. And it was about survival and thriving in Oxford Brookes University, pushing the boundaries of my learning, which was important, which I call Rebirth for the Cool. I wanted to be involved in progressive, forward-thinking opportunities. So an opportunity rose through my own girlfriend, because she's a performing arts consultant and coach. She got me a job being an artist liaison for 150 artists for a major project she did in Southampton. And then eventually I got jobs in Brookes University using my portfolio. I became a warden for 2 years. Then I won an award, and that was important to win, because what happened was I went there to do my business plan, and that business plan was top secret. It's not for anybody to know about. But I got stereotyped by students and lecturers as someone who was lazy, not conscientious. That was unacceptable. So I went home. There was a award I could apply for, which was an amazing award that many students didn't get, but lecturers got, and called Commercialised Enterprise. I came back to Manchester, and it was after my mum got cancer, actually. I came back and picked up a promo video which I did of a company for I wanted to do. So one of the key things, I'm renowned for doing mocks, prototypes of things. I've done loads of pilot projects. So I picked up my portfolio, went back to Oxford Brookes University. I was tired, and I showed many people my video, and that changed everything overnight. But then it got me to win an award, which lecturers, I was the only student in 2007 to win a cohort place onto what is Commercialised Enterprise Fellowship, being taught by the leading people in Oxford University around business, for my own business. And it was absolutely amazing. I was the only person there without no degree. Everybody else had minimum degree, masters, and many people had PhD for their businesses. What got me through was information like I'm just showing you here. I wanted to set up a company which was doing training and development using the performing arts, the Eastern arts, and a few other things, and I could show it. I showed them evidence through video. People don't know the significance. Video says 1.3 million words in evidence. If you've got a video of your work, yeah, and what you want to do as a business, well, it was 1.3 million words. You had to read 250 words. It got massively reinforced by the video. And the person saw the video who was the person who considered me to go on the fellowship. When they saw that, they said, "Yeah, you're in." That was it. We know you know what you're talking about. Because it was about commercializing something what you have expert knowledge on. It was about knowledge being made commercial, and it was an amazing opportunity for me. That changed my life at Brookes, as well as being a warden, because all of my life, basically, as a person from the slums of Moss Side, from the inner cities of Moss Side and Hume, and individual, and from a Mancunian perspective, a lot of places I've gone, even around the world, they view Mancunians as parochial. Now, I get double discrimination because I look Jamaican, get double discrimination class. And what happens is it comes an automatic pilot that you must be able to break stereotypes. And I train young people. Don't sit down and wait and don't expect stereotypes can take place. Be ready to break them for having a portfolio. Don't let anybody say that you're a liar. And if they say that you're a liar, show them you're not a liar. Because it will fall on deaf ears if you have no evidence. This is me. The photograph on the left is a picture which came out at such an opportune time for me, because I came back from university, I had blood poisoning, and what happened is I was written off. I told people blood poisoning because I'd been out at university. People thought I wasn't still being an artist. I thought I had midlife crisis, but I told them I had midlife crisis. I had blood poisoning as an individual. This was taken at a time when I had blood poisoning. I came back. I took approved time out from university to heal myself using dance, because part of the work I'm involved in my business is health and wellness, using dance as one of the tools, but also drawing, doodling, designing, going to galleries. Basically involve yourself in the creative culture industries from a healing perspective. I used it to bring myself back, to maintain first my health. And what happened, amazing story, was this was involved, I came back and made myself a live improvisational artist. Why? Because my art form, UK jazz dance, which is an umbrella term for a number of UK underground jazz dance styles, is actually a live improvisational art form, but it was dissed as that. And all my life, my work, all my life of 45 years doing UK jazz dance has always been to make sure raise the prestige of UK jazz dance as an art form, as a holistic activity, as as an activity that can be used for personal development, professional development, research and development, and more. It has endless possibilities. For me to go to the stage and to be the face of this